what do you need a lover for? I think we need a lover to be our safety, to be our support. I think that we need to be accepted, to feel loved. Everyone wants that. Everyone craves that. And there's a reason for it, because in this world that is chaotic and messy, and everyone has an opinion, everyone has different thoughts and views on what you are. You personally have to figure out what you are. You have the means of doing so, and the thing is that I think we need a lover not to validate or to prove or disprove what we're worth, but to love us and accept us as the world will not. There's always those wonderful opinions about your looks. There's always those wonderful opinions about your personality. And no one ever sees you exactly the same. They see you at your worst and best moments, but everyone perceives you differently. Even at your best moments, someone perceives you as overly, excessively positive, or in your worst moments, you're always overly dramatic, or you're excessively stupid. But no one ever sees you in the same light. So to me, what your lover is supposed to be is not a validation. It's not what you're worth. You decide what you're worth by what you allow your partner to put you through or do to you. If you literally let them walk all over you and you let them treat you badly, let your relationships treat you badly, then you literally have decided that you deserve pain. You deserve hurt. And, a lot of us go through and do things that are dumb, and we believe that. We believe that we deserve punished for something. So what we're worth is really in our own eyes. When we pick a partner that literally just rips us apart piece by piece, we are literally deciding that that's what we're worth because we allow it. The kinds of things and people that you take into your life are literally what you think you're worth. Especially if you decide that you're going to stay in a relationship where somebody loves you in pieces rather than loving you as a whole, because they don't really love you in the first place. They're not in love with you. They may love parts of you, but they pick and choose what parts they like. And so if they aren't in love with you and every part of you, your good, your bad, every part, and you don't love them in that way either if you are picking them in pieces. You either love a person as a whole or it's not real love. I don't think, anyway. I think that it's love because you find little pieces that you really care about a person for. But when you don't love certain things about them, those certain things make them look ugly in your eyes or tear you down or make you feel bad about them or about yourself for that matter. It's not an in-love thing. I think that the person that you're with is supposed to be, like I said, your safe haven from the world. Like, they are supposed to be supporting you, loving you in every way, not being pieces of this world where they make you feel bad when the world itself is making you feel bad and does make you feel bad about yourself. You allow so many negative things to make you think differently than what's real. What's real to me is you are a child that is created by an all-powerful being, someone that knew exactly what you were going to be, what you were going to do, what kinds of qualities you needed in order to accomplish the things that he wanted you to accomplish in your life. You know, whether that's God or a higher power, no matter what you believe, you literally believe that you were created for a purpose. You were created with purpose. And your partner, the person that loves you as you are, should definitely uplift that, definitely uphold that. They should be the one that you can come home crying to. You know, like you had your parents when you were younger, typically, in a good parental situation where your parents loved you. You were able to have a bad day and come home and cry, and your parent would typically, in a good family life, your parent would make you feel better. And they would tell you, no, what that person said that hurt you isn't true. And you would believe them. And it got you through. It made you happy in life. It made you have a joyous childhood if you did. And that's what you should have. Your parents are supposed to be your support system, but when you grow up and you get into a relationship, that's what you're looking for. That's why most men fall for someone who's just like their mother or pretty close to it. That's why women are drawn to men who are more like their father, because their father or mother shows them what they're supposed to be looking for, what they're supposed to have in a relationship, in a good relationship. If you didn't have a good relationship with your parents, of course you're going to be drawn to relationships that aren't good. So like the only way to counterbalance that is to realize that you didn't deserve that as a kid and you don't deserve it now. You really deserve more than that. You were created by somebody who knew better, and you know how to find those things. You know how to treat yourself well. If you care about yourself, you care about your health, you care about your attitude, you care about your physical, you care about your mental, because that's what you need to live. Like, why do we look to other people for value in ourselves when we literally were created by someone who is perfect? And there's no way they messed up. You are exactly who you're supposed to be. But we always go for the people who don't love us, don't care for us, don't care enough. Because yeah, in most cases it's just a challenge. It's a challenge to try to get something that's not, that's not wanting you. And we ultimately trap ourselves in situations or relationships where we literally feel miserable on a regular, and your partner should not make you feel miserable. Your partner is supposed to be the one who makes you feel good about life, because That's what you're looking for, is a relationship where you don't have to be anything but you, and that person finds you to be amazing or special. And when they don't, it's just not real love. And who you are, you should be able to accept that, because you were created by someone perfect. There's nothing wrong with you. So I think what we need is someone who's going to be there, someone who's going to love us no matter what. Yeah, we're going to have bad days, and that person's going to have bad days, but when they literally are attacking your morals or attacking themselves, they're not good for you. They're what everyone calls toxic nowadays. You are not a mistake. I'm not a mistake. I make mistakes, and that's because I'm trapped in a body that's confusing. But and you've got so many people in your ears. You've got like society, you've got your partner, you've got your friends, you've got so many people in your ears saying this is one way, this is another, this is this and that is that. But ultimately it's up to you to decide. I don't think I'm the most attractive person in the world, but I am attractive to someone. And I will be. Always. I mean, everybody likes different things. Some people like bigger people. Some people like skinny people. Some people like people with buck teeth. I mean, everyone is attractive in some way to multiple people. It's not just one person. There's not just one person out of a billion people that are going to find you attractive or like your personality. You decide what kind of person you are, not your relationships. Your relationships are just there as uplifters in this world of chaos. They're supposed to be. When they're not, it's just simply not it's not the right relationship. If you're having a bad day and you go home and that person makes your life worse, makes your day worse, at the end of the night, that's not love. That's not good. It's not healthy. And what do you need a relationship for if that's what you have to deal with? If that's what you've literally put yourself in, is a person is investing into a person who doesn't see you for who you are, or doesn't love you for who you are, loves you for what you do for them or don't do for them. It's not about that. Relationships are supposed to be a good thing. When they're not, that's not real love. It's not real love. It's not a good relationship. And why do you need it? You don't. Because all you're doing is saying, this is what I'm worth. I'm worth being cheated on. I'm worth being beaten. I'm worth being hurt. You literally are the one telling yourself that this relationship is worth the pain, is worth the problems, is worth the chaos. It's not what the other person's saying. The other person is just saying, hey, you'll accept it, and this is who I am, so this is what I'm going to do. Because I don't love you like I should. I don't love you like you do me. And there is no amount of anything you can do to change that. Because not everyone's going to love you. Not everyone's even going to like you. Like, I used to be super people pleaser. I used to care very much, like so much, about what other people thought about me. Now I've realized there's a lot of things, yes, that people say about me that I personally think I agree with them. And I can change that, or I can accept it. If I can't change it, I have to accept it because it's part of me. It's who I am. Whether I like it or not, whether they like it or not. But someone will like it, someone will love it, and someone will see it as something that makes their life better. In some way. I mean, a person who's strong-willed and has issues with submission typically will attract a person who is extremely submissive, because that changes them. They become like each other and they balance each other out. They do, and it's not through fighting, it's through seeing the other person be what you're not. It's through seeing that and admiring that. You know, if you don't admire the person that you're with, if you don't see the bad and good qualities, and you don't think that that's good all the way around, you don't admire them, you don't love them, you just accept that, you know, people are who they are. I agree, and you should accept people for who they are, but facing who a person is and saying that that's what you're worth is literally on you. It's not on them, because they are who they are. And you either accept all of them, all their flaws, all their weaknesses, all their problems, and you see that as an advantage to becoming a better person, having a better life. You don't see that as just something you can fight about or something you can change, because you can't change a person. They have to want to change. And you know, there's no amount of fighting you can do that's going to make a person decide that that's what they want to be. Because if they're happy with who they are, and everyone should be happy with who they are, because you have to wake up every morning, look yourself in the eyes, look yourself in the mirror, and you have to live with it. So if you're not happy with who you are, change it. If you're not happy with certain things, change it. Like, you don't need somebody else to change you. You don't need somebody else to make you be. You need to decide for yourself what you want to be. If you're happy with yourself, that is so much better. If you can accept yourself, because how can you accept another person who is just as flawed, just in different areas of life? How can you accept them for everything that they are if you can't even accept yourself for everything that you are? You can't. You really can't. And if you can't accept someone like that, then you're not really in love. And if they can't accept you like that, then they're not really in love with you. And they won't be there for you. They won't be the good at the end of the day. They won't be the safety outside of what's going on in your life. Situations that you go through should not cause fights. Who you are definitely shouldn't cause fights, because you don't have to accept anyone's opinion of you. You have to accept your opinion of you. If you're wrong, change it. If you're good, if you're right, and you know that you need those qualities and that's who you are and you accept it, then you should find someone else who accepts it as well. Because someone who's nagging you every day to be someone else, to be different, is just like the world. You don't need that. Why do you need that? What you need is somebody who loves you with every fiber of their being, and someone who you love with every fiber of yours. There's no need to go out into the world on a daily, to come home and feel just like you did when you left. Nobody's opinion matters of you but your own. Yes, listen to the critics. Listen to what they say. And then you decide for yourself what you deserve. But don't forget that you were created by somebody who knows what you deserve, who knows you better and loves you and accepts you as you are, where you stand, no matter what. And that's the kind of relationship you should be looking for. That's the kind of relationship that's fulfilling, that is a life completion. Someone that you can come home to and feel like the day didn't matter. Like you have that happy ending. You should have that happy ending. Why shouldn't you? You know, and if you feel like you're wrong and you've done things that make you deserve to be treated badly, to have a horrible ending, then yeah, you've got to deal with that. You have some internal struggles that are keeping you from a complete and fulfilling life with someone who is fulfilled and complete with you. You should be helping them with their struggles. They should be helping you with yours, not causing more struggles for each other. You're not in love until the only thing you care about is whether the other person is happy, no matter what that means, no matter where that puts you. It doesn't determine your worth. It doesn't determine who you are. Only you can do that. Anyway, that is, to me, the unselfish love. The kind that says, hey, I'm here for you. I'm here for you. I want you to be happy. And it doesn't matter what you do for me. But at the same time, you have to determine your own worth. So if that person isn't, if that person doesn't see you, doesn't get you, doesn't understand you, and accept you for everything that you are, that's not the love you're looking for. No matter how good looking, no matter what their personality is, it goes both ways, and it requires two people who care about each other that much. If they don't, then you've got to determine what you're worth. What kind of life do you deserve? And trust me, if an all amazing, perfect God or whatever your creator is created you, he knows that you are worth everything. You are worth and deserve way more than what you see until you can try to see it. But not everyone's going to love you the way that you love them. But they should definitely be they should be the pleasure and the happiness at the end of your day. They should be the ones that make you feel good about life, because the world is always going to make you feel bad. Everyone outside of your life, outside of your home, outside of your family, none of them matter as much as your lover does. Yes, they can be listened to, they can be heard, but your lover is the one that's supposed to make everything feel all right. Maybe not feel perfect, because you're never going to feel perfect. But the person that you choose to spend your life with should make it feel good to be alive. Shouldn't make it feel bad. Anyway, I'm driving right now, so I hope you enjoyed looking at the steering wheel. But that's just my very serious thoughts on why do we need a lover, because I don't think we need one. But I think it would be nice, and it always is nice at the end of the day, to know that no matter what you go through the day, they're waiting for you to come home and to be there for you, to be there with you, to enjoy life. At least a small portion of it, or the biggest portion of it. Your home should be your safe haven. The person you're with should be what causes that. That's why most people end up becoming bachelors or going for the same-sex people, because men and women think so differently, to the extent where, like, there is no point in looking to a female to validate who a man is. There is no point in looking to a man to validate who a female is, because they're always going to think differently, always going to be different. But those differences in personality are supposed to connect in a way that allows you to be and become a better person, and to give you the ability to deal with people outside of your home. I think that's the only purpose for a relationship. It's supposed to be the pleasure, it's supposed to be the good in a bad and painful world. If it's not, you're not in love, or they're not. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. Go ahead and leave comments or whatever. I might go deeper into this a little later. This is not research. This is just how I personally feel. And as I did, the last video was, do men and women need each other? I think we do, because the world is painful. I think that your partner, no matter whether it's male or female, should be the pleasure, should be the happiness, should be the joy that you find in the world, and you should be theirs. And so to me, it's still not a need, but it's definitely nice to have. And you know, if you're gonna have joy in life, that is, and that's something that you want, you need to know what you should be looking for, rather than the things that you have continuously thrown yourself into in the past, because those relationships ended for a reason, whether they weren't in love or you weren't. But if you know what in love is, if you know what it is you're looking for, what it is you deserve, then you'll find it. And when you do, it'll be the most joyous moment of your life, because they'll feel the same, and you'll see that joy in them as well. It can't be one-sided. Relationships are where you relate. And, you know, there's a difference, I think, between connections with people, because you connect with people all the time, and loving an entire person exactly as they are, no matter how much they change, no matter how much what they become. You're going to love that because you love them. And it'll be easy because you'll be able to see how it's better. You'll be able to see what it does for them. The joy that they will feel of being accepted through life, growing with you rather than growing apart from you. But it'll be because you already understood that they were going to change anyway. And you're part of that. You help them change by being exactly who you are. That's the other portion that I believe is why we need relationships. But it's about growth. It's all about growth. Even if you have bad relationships, you still take good from it. You still take something from it. What changed you in bad relationships is typically you become stronger and you find out what you don't want. What changes you in good relationships, even if they end for whatever purpose, makes you a better person, helps you see the good qualities that you do want. I never expect anything to last forever, but I do take everything that I can from every bit of my life, the good and the bad, and I believe that's what we should do in our relationships. Take the good and the bad and find yourself. Figure yourself out. Figure out what you deserve. Figure out what you feel in your heart that you deserve. If you feel like you deserve to be pooped on, if you feel like you deserve pain, then you did something wrong and you need to face that and forgive yourself so that you can live a happy life, because you do deserve a happy existence. You deserve to want to live. And if that means getting rid of people who make you feel like you don't, then you've got to find the strength to do that. You've got to figure out you deserve better, but you have to figure it out for yourself. Anyway, rambling, because I am out here in the middle of nowhere in Tennessee, I think. So, yeah, I'm still in Tennessee. Okay, so anyway, I love you all, and I hope this helps anybody. I'll talk to you later. You pretty.